Welcome, each one of
Hello,
you
welcome.
guys.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome. So let us start new session. So we hope that you have gone through 3, 4 times the earlier sessions, and so that you have a great understanding. So only come to this session if you have gone through all the sessions, previous sessions, then it is going to make sense. Otherwise, you won't be understanding a bit. So you have to be systematic with sequence and chronology. You have to learn properly with planning. Okay. And
Yeah, hello everyone.
if you have not subscribed our social media channel, so kindly subscribe and press the bell icon also so that you get notification once we upload these sessions. So this is a year-long program. Stay connected and stay subscribed so that it will help you and go through do 5, 6 revisions to all the sessions, previous sessions, and then that will help you in deepening. You'll go to a meta learning, and that will help you to become a great data scientist or AIML or AI researcher.
So yeah, welcome everyone. So today we're gonna see something very interesting as we are doing in the previous day. So yeah, guys. So let us start jumping into our today's session. So today's session is all about introduction to Python for data science. Okay. So this entire session is what we're gonna learn means we're gonna learn the nuances of Python, how we're gonna help in the field of data science. So first of all, let us discuss this thing, guys. So we are having n number of programs, right? We are having C, C++, Java, JavaScript. There are n number of programs. So why we choose Python? Okay, that was the first question, right? So from my understanding and from my knowledge and from my experience, Python is like it's simple and it is English language and anyone who doesn't know programming language they can start using Python. I'm not saying you just go learn and use Python. No, you start using Python. So that much easy when it comes to Python. Python is the I will say it is very user friendly programming language which is helps anyone everyone to code. So that was anyone everyone to code. That will be the key motto of Python. So another major thing is like um, many developers create their package and create a class out of it and a package out of it, and they create a library, and most of the libraries are present in Python, which makes the thing of developer very easy. Okay, so there are different things. So if you go for the library, if you write the library one, you it will took nearly like 1,000 plus lines of code. I'm just saying minimum lines. I'm saying it will be more than that. So consider whenever you are just repeating the same thing. So what the programmer or developer will do means they will create these many steps of code into a package so that others can use it. So this package kind of things is very much available in Python. I will say in this manner. Yeah. So yeah, sir. Over to you.
So, guys, that's well said. So here with Python, so actually, the biggest thing with Python is it has 10,000 plus libraries and it's expanding like anything. So it covers all those things which a data science, a data scientist, or AI/ML engineer or researcher. So you don't have to learn n number of languages. So master one language, which is Python, because it's a universal language. You don't have to learn coding from scratch. You just need to know how to use libraries, and they are inbuilt libraries. You need to understand the concepts and the AIML, data science, and machine learning, deep learning concepts, and then how to use those libraries deeply. So you need to have conceptual clarity, deep meta learning, clarity of concepts. So then and only you will be able to use this. Otherwise, you might get bored. So have that deep learning in you, consistency and persistent, be persistent, consistent, and then you will have success. So it's not a big thing. So, uh, but go deep and understand the conceptual, and then slowly you will deepen your knowledge. And Python is a great programming language. It's like just simple English, and don't worry about the coding and stuff, and don't imagine that it is you can't learn. So first build that confidence in you that you can learn it, and it is very easy, and learn it step by step, have persistency and consistency. Yes.
Yeah, guys. So that's well said. Yeah, that's great. Okay. So we will move on to the next slide. Actually, we are going for the opening slide. Okay. So wait a minute. Yeah. So why Python for data science? So Python is a versatile and widely used programming language, making it popular for choice for the data scientists. Okay. First thing first, it is easy to learn. I'm saying like that, no? So like whenever a guy come and he says I doesn't know about coding, I will ask him to use Python. So not like learn. I will ask him to use Python. So that much easy it is. So it is very easy to learn. Okay. Then it has larger community. Guys, what is this community means? I think you guys are well versed with. I hope you guys should be well versed with something called as Stack Overflow, where there will be some errors, and the different people who are working in the similar project in the previous years or some other thing, they will come and give the commands so that the error can be solved. So building a community is an important thing because Python is used by everyone. So today, whenever a error comes, others you who are using that, they will help you. So we are having a vast community. So that's a major reason we need to use it. If you are going for Rust language, I don't know how many of you knows about Rust. There is a language called as Rust. So guys, just put in the comment if you guys know about Rust. It's a programming language. I'm sure that most of you guys doesn't know. So then consider if you get a problem or some kind of bug or error in that Rust programming language, then consider there is very less community. I say there is no community to handle the Rust programming language. Okay, so it is not that much active, or it is vast kind of programming language when compared to Python. Python is like everyone, whoever knows the programming language, who doesn't know the programming language, whoever just developing a huge application for deployment, everything they are using Python. So that's the reason we are having like a huge crowd of people there who face the issue. If guys, I will put it in this way: if you are facing some issue today, that would be already faced by someone a year before, what happens? He or she will come to you whenever you put it in the Stack Overflow or some kind of discussion. They will come there and they will easily answer your question so that your problem will be solved. So that is what we are having a larger community. That's a major thing. Okay. Then powerful packages, guys. I'm pretty sure like you guys gonna see the magic of it. Okay, whenever you need to go for a data cleaning, there is a very common library, that is pandas. You just use pandas, everything related to data cleaning that you guys can do. You guys doesn't believe it. Okay, because like whenever you have a data, consider you are having some duplicate column, you can remove it by using a single line of code by using pandas. And whenever you are having null values, you can replace it by using pandas, single line of code. Consider you are having some column that you need to remove, single line of code you can remove. Whenever you need to merge two data set, that you can do. So by using single package, I'm called as pandas, by using single line of code. Okay, I'm just listing a single package. There is some package called as numpy. Whatever the mathematical operation that you guys need, that you guys can do by using a single line of code, logarithmic function, integral, derivative, anything you can do by using the numpy library. And there is one more special library for visualization. We are having matplotlib. Any kind of graph you can do. Okay, and one more library for visualization, cbond, which is built on top of matplotlib. You can do any kind of visualization just by using a single line of code, just matplotlib.pyplot or matplotlib dot anything, line chart, bar chart, any graph. Okay, so I'm just specifying that how powerful libraries are there, how much powerful libraries we are having in Python, just a single line of code, guys. So I'm also in the beginning stage of my career in Python. I'm just wondering because like in C, C++, Java, we need to define a class, we need to go for object creation, we need to call the functions inside it, everything we need to. But here, just come, just install the package, import the package, and just call whatever you need. Whether you need to delete, whether you need to modify, whether you need to remove the duplicate, everything, single line of code. Okay, so that is what a powerful libraries we are having in Python. So next, guys, we are having industrial standard. Python is widely adopted in the industry for data driven applications. Guys, I'm put it in this manner. Okay, so we have a we have a I will say um, some very important and sensitive work in model creation, building, data collection, data pre-processing, model building, sorry, model selection, model building, and then finally we go for evaluation. This is what the major thing that we are having. Okay, whenever we build a model, we need to fine tune it, we need to tune the parameter, like those things. Consider, if you guys don't have Python, you need to create a model from the scratch. You need to just go and write a code nearly 1,000+ lines. So what happens? You need to, first of all, you need to prepare a proper code that can work. But today you guys are having something like Python, which makes the things very easier. Okay, you just need to import and do the things. You need to just fine tune the parameters so that your model can work perfect without worrying about what the model will look, whether the model will work or not. You guys are gonna fine tune it for your problem. So that is why this Python is like accepted by many industries, and it makes our life very easier when it comes to data scientists. Yeah, so this is all about it. Yes, sir, over to you.
So again, it is very easy, guys. So simplicity is main key. Whether you're learning, whether we are teaching, or whether you are applying the knowledge. Okay, simplicity is very key. So it is very easy means very simple language. So you can simply read the syntax, whatever you are writing. So you just need to get familiar with it, as per my experience. Just get familiar when you're using this language. And it makes it very easy to learn because it is simple, readable syntax. So even if you don't know anything about programming, so you'll easily understand the syntax and then you can use it. Then let's come to the point number two. Larger community is there. So because I said it has 10,000 plus libraries, so it's a big community. You can put your question there, and you first instance somebody might have solved this problem, so you'll get an answer. Or if it is different, unique, so somebody will answer that question. Or you can write in the comment section below, so we'll help you to answer that question. So point number third is that powerful libraries, as I said, 10,000 plus libraries. So it offers specialized libraries for data analysis, visualization, machine learning. So for data analysis, suppose EDA and different, there are libraries you can use. Visualization, you can use different bar graphs, charts, and stuff to visualize what data looks like. And then machine learning, you have models you can use. And then point number four, industry standard. So Python is widely used in this industry for the data-driven application. So you have a lot of data and lot of models which are there, so which you can use, which will help for your project and your problem statement or your problem or whatever application or you are developing. So it helps you. That is why Python is considered the most powerful language for AI, ML, and data scientists. Okay, you have to learn R, you have to learn uh, other tools, but if you learn Python properly, you have, I would say, 90% you don't need to learn some other, but and your interest will definitely, once you excel into Python, so focus on one language, and once you're master of it, naturally you will have intuition. You will go and learn something else, and then that will add on. So be very simple, be very clear, and use these libraries. So I would say it is 80% of knowing how to use these libraries. It's not about coding and stuff. So that is what is my uh, overview for you. So don't be scared. Just think it is easy. Just spend time. Guys, I'll tell you a secret. If you want to learn anything in this world, just spend good amount of time on that particular subject with full attention and focus. You will definitely acquire that skill. Just time, because a lot of people don't have attention and focus. Because of that, they can't focus on one thing and complete that one thing, and then they feel like, I am not for this, I'm not for that. Give sufficient time and understand it, and then be consistent and persistent. You will definitely master this. Once you master Python, AIML, or what I say, data science is a very easy path. So it is a tool which you have to learn properly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a great point, sir. So next we are moving for the next slide. Okay. So yeah. So the next slide is Python basics, variables, types, and operators. I think every programming language is gonna have this basics, right? So we are having variables, data types, and then operators. So I will put it in this way. Variables are something which is used to store the data so that you can call it again and again. Okay. So I will say an example. So in order to address me, okay, you cannot call me sir or he like that. Okay, every time. I should have some kind of naming that is called as variable. I'm having a name of Karkavel Raja. Okay, somebody sir call me Raja, Raj. Okay, so the thing is, you need to have some unique value so that they can call me. Similarly, in the programming language, you should have a variable which can store the value so that you can call it back whenever you need. Okay, that's it. Okay, next we are having data types. Okay, so it has a common data types like they are having integer, float, string, boolean. Adding on to that, they are having some complex data types like list, tuples, dictionary, and then something called a set. So these are some complex libraries that Python is supporting. Okay, so it is like a package kind of thing where the list is used to store the set of integer, string, or combination of it. Whereas we are having tuples, sorry, tuples, anything you can call. It is similar to list, but it will be considered as in a circle bracket. Okay. Then we are having dictionary. I think you guys know. We are having key value pass. Okay. Finally, we are having set. Set is defined by using curly bracket, that is flower bracket. Within that, we need to provide the items which is distinct. If you give the values to the set as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 2 times 4, it will not consider 4 2 times. It will consider 4 for 1 time. So in order to store unduplicated values, you can go for set. Okay. So these are the data types that are available in the Python. Okay. Then, guys, there comes operators. I think you guys know. In order to perform some mathematical operation, we need operators, right? Some of the operators are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. There are more operators. Equal to, not equal to, less than equal to, greater than equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, multiply equal to, divide equal to. There are different things. Okay, percentage, modulus, all the operators are available. So these are all about Python basics related to variables, data types, and operators. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Yeah. So let us say variables. When you see, when you look at the word, it's a plural. Okay. So why we use this word? Because they, when we use these things, they define the variation in your data, and then that's why we use these. That's why, and it's plural word. So variables store data in Python. So variable is a kind of structure which stores the data inside the Python. Then they are assigned using equal signs, equal, for example, age equal to 30. So age, you will say it is a data, but the variable which is like 30 is a variable in this. So the age will be already set, like age is equal to this. So you have to add the 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever, that would be a variable. Okay, so that is very much required. These are fundamental units. Suppose you build a house, so you need cement, you need stones, you need land, you need bricks, you need doors, you need wood, you need columns, you need structure. So similarly, for learning Python, you need to know these fundamental units, that how this Python language, programming language, functions. So these are very basic things. You need to, like you have to build house, you need to know all the material and all the structure, architect, everything. Similarly, you need to know this. Okay. Now comes data types. So there are different type of data. Okay. Data types, like data is the data which we require. Types, different data types. So it includes integer, float. So why we require this? This comes, I'll tell you, it comes from long back. It comes from C language. C is a mother of all languages. So if you study C, it has come from, evolved from there, but it is very simple now. So integers, we use integers. So you have to define your data type when you're uh, writing your program. So whether it is integer, whether it is float, whether it is string, you have to write. For string, you have to write str. For integer, you have to write int. Okay, float, you have to write float, float, float point. Okay, boolean, you have to write bool. So you have to write this. Okay. Okay, then comes the operators. Operators are, there are operands, operands and operators. Operators are always in between. So you will have, suppose, see, you have age equal to 30. So same way there would be age equal to 30 plus 1. So something. So the plus 1 or divide or multiplication, all these are operators. They operate the operand. Operands are always, like you write 2 into 3. So 2 is operand and into is operator, and then into 3, 3 is again operand. So these are very basic things for programming language which you have to understand. So I'm going into very basic, so that people who don't know why, what is this, and what, or how it will work, and why we need it. So I'm making it very basic, so that once your fundamental basic is very strong, you can build any structure on it, any program, any project, any application. So your fundamentals should be very strong.
Yes, sir. So yeah, so that's a great thing. We need to have a fundamental ready so that we can build anything on top of it. Once the what to say, once the basement is ready, we can do anything right in the building. Like that, we need to go. Okay. Yeah, guys. So the next thing we are having here is, yeah, Python data structure. So this is what I'm explaining, right, in the data types. Okay, so we are having some special kind of things, okay, in Python: list, tuples, and dictionary. So data structures are the fundamental building blocks for organizing and accessing the data. So whereas first of all, we are having something called as list. As I'm explaining, right, it is a ordered collection of elements. We are having, consider, we are having we can have numbers, strings, anything we can have within an ordered collection of elements, allowing for modification. So it allows us to modify. So when you doesn't need your order collection of data to be unmodified, that you doesn't need to give some write operation, not need to give the overwrite operation, then you need to go for tuples. Tuples is similar to list, but it is immutable. You cannot change the value once you've done it. Okay. Next, we are having something called as dictionary, where we will be having key value pair so that you can effectively retrieve the data. So, and then we are having one more data structure which is called a set. Set can contain only individual and unique values. It cannot contain the duplicate values, because like I think I have explained these four things before itself. So this is what the data structures for Python, which is we are having. So list, tuples, dictionary, and then set. You guys need to be well versed in this so that you can do some kind of manipulation whenever it requires, and some kind of uh, model accuracy storage. So those things we can able to do by using these things. Yeah, sir. Over to you.
So again, I'll go to fundamentals. Data structure. Okay, suppose you want to build a house. So you first, how you're going to build the house. So you need to have a structure for that. And the bricks would be the structure, the how, the doors and stuff, right? And for each segment, whatever it is, so you have to understand um, that this everything needs a structure. Like your house needs a structure, so each element needs a structure. So to have different structures, so you need to have a data structure. You need, suppose, just give me a minute, just a minute.
Yeah, sure, sir, sure, sure. Yeah. So in the meantime, like, yeah.
Okay,
So
so what you have to do is first, I'll go back to this point. Data structures, they are very fundamental. So when you're building an application, so your user will enter data into it, or you are going to build that structure when you are building an application. So there are different data structures for the operations. So in Python, those these are the main data structures. Data structures means list is a data structure. List. Tuples, they are the data, that is the data structure. Dictionaries, they are data structure, and they're defined, they're used for specific purpose. That structure, like you have car, that structure, the personal car is only used for your personal commute. That that contains, like, you can go, two, three people, five people can be commuted. Similarly, you have truck that is used for the goods. You can't use truck for your personal use, for family commute, and either ways you can't use your car for goods and stuff. Similarly, you can't use list instead of tuples or dictionaries, so they have specific purpose. So list has, you can modify, you can do modification in the elements. It will, if you have added 2, 3, 4, so you want to modify that data, so you can modify. If you have defined that your data structure you're using in Python library, that you're using list, so if you use tuple, you can't modify. So you need to understand your data and that code of that line of code, that what and why you're using it, so that the limitation, that if you're using tuple, you can't modify that. So you need to understand these things. Then dictionaries is used for specifically to retrieve the data using specific keys. And this is, so data structure. So when I studied computer science, so we there are a lot of data structures, but here you have specific data structures which you can use, and just be confined to the slides which we are showing to you, and whatever we are teaching, don't get overwhelmed. Be very simple, understand this part, so move slowly, slowly. Okay.
yeah, sure. So as R is mentioning, right, each and everyone has a specific task to do, guys. Okay. So I will say in the same manner. So you cannot fix some data which is immutable by using list, right? Tuples are only immutable. So you need to create a data by using tuples only. Whenever you need to have a quicker access and a proper and a specific key value access, you need to go for a dictionary. There is nothing nothing you need to look into. Whenever there requires a specific retrieval, you guys need to go for a dictionary. Okay, so yeah guys, like this everything has a special meaning and special kind of usage that you guys need to know. Okay, I think we can move on to the next slide. Yeah, next we are having control structures, that is condition statements and loops. Okay, so what is mean by condition statements? If, elif and else. I will say a simple example, right? If it rains, you need to take umbrella, else you don't need an umbrella. Okay, so this is what a if else statement. What if, elif and else? If it rains, you need to use umbrella. Elif, you need to use your raincoat. Else, you can go without umbrella or raincoat. Guys, can you able to understand what this if, elif, else do? If is the statement which is the first statement, right? So sorry guys. So first is we are having if it rains, I will carry the umbrella. Elif, I will carry the, like I will wear the raincoat. Else, I will go without umbrella and raincoat, right? So this is how the control structure statement works. If, elif, and else. Then we are having loops, for loop, guys. In order to iterate through entire list, consider we are having a list. Okay, within the square bracket we are having n numbers, 1 to 100. Okay, how you can iterate through each and everything? Are you guys gonna do this in by manual? No, you are having for loop. What it does means it will go through the entire data and it will just print for you. You just need to pass it the 1 to 100 to the list, and you need to go for some variable name in list, then it will print everything, guys. So this is how the condition statement if, elif, and else will work. Okay, sorry, we are talking about loops, right? So this is how the for loop works. Okay, so condition statement is completely different, if, elif, and else. Now we are talking about for loop. Okay, so whenever you need to iterate through the entire list, entire tuple, entire dictionary, or entire set, you need to go for loop, that is for loop. Next we are having loop called as while loop. Okay, while some condition, consider while if the person age is less than 18, I'm just saying, he is not as right, he or she doesn't have a right to vote. Okay, that's right. Else it will go out of the loop and it will print you can vote. Okay, whenever the age is less than 80, it will comes into the loop and it will just keep on trying until the age become 80 or more. I'm saying less than or equal to. Okay, so that only my problem statement will be right. Yes sir, over to you.
So, yeah, absolutely. So, suppose you're going to a ATM machine. I'll give a real example. So, you put a card in it. So, if it is your card and you know the PIN, then you will get the money. If suppose now it is your card, but now you forgot the PIN, so what you will do? So you will either you will get some OTP or some, you have to put your mobile number, and then you will get OTP, then you have to confirm, and that can be, else you will go to bank and directly with the passbook and then say, okay, give me the money, I need this. So this is how I'll say getting money, how you can use conditional statement. And then for loops, using loops like for, you use loop, suppose loops are used for automation. Suppose you define, okay, suppose you are doing transactions, again you can do it for automating systems, like or you can use loops for creating you have to create finite loops, so you can use it for coding block for specific number of times until condition is met. So it cannot be infinite, you have to be finite. like it should have number of operations, then it will terminate. Suppose you're playing a game, so you can use loops there. So you reach a level 1, so once you achieved it, so you go for the other level, then you go for the other level, then there is a time when you have to, once you reach the highest level, it will come back. So you can use loops n number of times for automation. So it is usually used for automation so that repetitive work. So you don't do repetition like you do one, otherwise there you need an operator who is going to again and again monitor it. But loops help you to automate systems, and conditional statements help you again to control, like if you fall under that particular architect, information architect, then they allow you to function. So you can use them according to the requirements.
Yeah, actually, it's great. So I think I can also like repeat the point because like it's very important. Condition statement is like if whenever there is some condition, you need to check it. If it happens, it will do. Otherwise, it will not do. Consider if it rains yesterday, it gonna rain today. So we are having some kind of condition. Then looping means what happens? I will say a simple example, guys. Every year we celebrate our birthday, right? Then it is called as loop. Okay, we will be celebrating this year, we will go next year, then next year, like that we will keep on going. Okay, that is what loops. So yeah, guys, so this is all about control structures, condition statements, and loops. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed this session. I think we can meet in the next session. We will just uh, go for the next session where we will be doing some more things in Python. Yeah, guys. Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone. Thank you.
guys,
Thank you so much.
subscribe our channel and stay connected, and write in our comment section, write what have you learned and how you're going to apply. Plus, you have to also give feedback so that we can improve each session. So stay connected, go 3, 4 times, 5 times the previous sessions, learn properly, absorb the information. We are going very simple, like whether you have experience or you are new. So these programs, these sessions are going to literally change your life, because we are coming from very basic, from a level that anyone can understand, and with simplicity and clarity, with great real-time examples, our experience. So thanks everybody. Let's meet in the next session.